everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chris from Dirt Church Racing. We're going to do a quick riding tip video on starts. So let's get right into this. Number one, before we get to the gate, let's make sure we check our tire pressure, and you want to have even tire pressure, so when you get out of the gate you don't have a low tire and it pulls to one side or the other. Number two, you want to be aware of your surroundings, and what I mean by that is who's starting in your class. Because usually there is one guy in your class that he's going to go and he's going to get that whole shot. He might not be the fastest guy, but he is going to send it into that corner. You want to be aware of that. Sometimes it's better to let them have that start so that you can get through that first corner, because we want to make it through that first corner. Yeah, it's great if you get the whole shot, but if you can get in there, it works great. So you want to be aware of that and where they line up, just so you know where they're going. Third thing, you want to know what you're starting on. If it's dirt, if it's concrete, it's grooved concrete, all that matters. And we'll give you an example. The dirt one you really don't got to do much to, as long as it's not holes everywhere. Concrete, obviously, which is most tracks nowadays, are concrete. And we're at Albany, so this is a concrete pad. So the first thing you want to do is you want to be able to pick your gate. Here you want a good shot to this first corner back here, nice and straight. Is the best case scenario. So depending on your gate pick, that's kind of what you want to set up for. This one here, if you're too far to the inside over here, there's a little bit of a jump where this jump comes off, and you can hit it. Actually, I got a video of me actually just jumping it. But you want to worry about that. You want to pick your spot. You want to make sure that there's not any holes. If you look, you probably can't see it, but right about here, there's some where they groomed it and tilted up a little bit, but you want to be aware of that stuff there. Next thing you also want to look at is the watering. They just watered it. We're done for the day, but when you're coming up for your moto, you want to make sure that it's not watered too much. So you're not running your bike through water or whatever, so you can get a good shot start and not go through a bunch of mud and stuff like that. So all those things factor in. Once you pick your gate, for me, we're starting on concrete here. You want to sweep your gate off, and it's a preference thing. If you want to lift one gate or two gates here, I usually just one. I just get paranoid that they're both not going to fall. All right, so we're going to continue this video. You're up at the gate. The guy's starting to go through. Make sure everybody's ready. You want to pull your clutch in, shift it into gear. For me, it's second. And then you want to disengage this so it starts to grab and starts to pull. And now for me, I sit back a little bit so when I engage it, if it rolls, it doesn't roll me right into the gate if I'm right next to it. Now this last weekend I probably started too far back, but anyway, that's what I do. Let it engage just so it starts to grab, and that way when you see that gate flinch, you can just let this thing go and you're out of the chute. Now on the other side of that is, I don't think I'm full throttle, probably about half, 3/4, right in that range. And then once you get off that concrete, then you're wide open, which is just a split second, and that should get you a good jump out of the gate. And then the other thing you want to look at is your braking points coming into that first corner. A good thing to do is watch the pros or the faster guys coming into that corner and see where they're slowing down or they're braking. So you have a good reference of where you want to slow down You can also look at that first corner and see, like, a good thing is like is the inside gate is better? Does the inside guy always get the whole shot because he can just hug it and then push everybody wide? You know, stuff like that is important to watch. Maybe that's what I should do, and maybe I get better starts. But all those things are really important. If you watch where they break, you can kind of gauge off where you're going to slow down. Anyway, I think that's about it. If maybe you guys got comments, leave me a comment, and then maybe you can help me get better starts, because man, it's hard when you get into the higher classes. Everybody wants it, and like I said, just make sure you get through that first corner safe. Anyway, thank you. I hope some of this helps. We're gonna do some more of these, and if they are helpful, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.